Thabo Bester's partner Nandipha Magudumana and 5 other accused in the case will remain in custody. After their bail hearing was postponed to 11 and 12 May, prosecutor Salwa Matloko requested the postponement so that the case could prepare further, as 2 of the accused were only arrested last weekend. 8 people, including Bester himself and Magudumana's father Zolile Skeleni, now stand accused in the case. Between them, they face 16 charges, including assisting an escape, arson, fraud, and corruption. Some of the accused were previously charged with murder, but that charge has since been dropped. Magudumana appeared in the dock on Wednesday at the Bloemfontein Magistrate Court alongside 4 other employees of Mangaung Correctional Center, Sanohe Matswara, Matekanyi Masukela, Tieho Makhotsa, and Nastasia Jensen, guys, that name is a bit hard, and Tebogo Polo, a CCTV technician and former employee of Integratron Security Services. Johnson and Makhotsa were arrested last weekend, bringing the number of the accused in the total to 8. Skeleni was released on 10,000 rand bail on 17 April. Bester declined to apply for bail and remains in custody. News 24 reported on Tuesday that the 16 counts on the charge sheet include violating a dead body, corruption, fraud, arson, and assisting an escape. The state believes that Thabo Bester, Magudumana, Matswara, and Dipolo claimed an unidentified body from a morgue between 7 and 12 April 2022, saying that the body was that of Magudumana's father. According to the charge sheet, the body was then tossed in a river in Bloemfontein, and the coffin used to bury the body was filled with rotten meat. It appears that this body was intended to be used as a decoy body in Thabo Bester's escape, but the plan fell flat and the body was disposed of. The state also alleges that Dipolo, a CCTV technician on duty the day of the escape, was offered 2.5 million rands by Bester, Magudumana, Skeleni, and Matswara to tamper with the CCTV system at the prison. Dipolo was allegedly paid 40,000 rands. Bester, Magudumana, Matswara, Skeleni, Dipolo, and Masukela are charged with fraudulently claiming a body, most probably that of Katlego Bering, from the National Hospital in Bloemfontein. Some of them posed as employees of the hospital, according to the charge sheet. The state alleges that they fraudulently claimed that the body was that of a Zimbabwean taxi driver, the brother of someone named Zando Moyo. Ground Up has seen evidence that someone called Zando Moyo checked into an Airbnb in Ballito with Magudumana on 19 April, suggesting that Moyo was a close associate of Magudumana. All 8 accused are charged with defeating the ends of justice and with arson for conspiring to start the fire in Bester's prison cell. Bester, Magudumana, Matswara, Skeleni, and Dipolo are charged with violating Katlego Bering's body by setting it alight in Bester's cell. All but Bester are accused of helping him escape. Matswara is charged with corruption for accepting 105,000 rands payment for helping Bester escape. Matswara, Magudumana, and Bester are charged with offering Makhotso 1,100 rands to help Bester escape, and Makhotso is charged with accepting the payment. Guys, Magudumana is charged with harboring and concealing an escaped offender in Johannesburg, Bloemfontein, and Tanzania, and Bester is charged with escaping from lawful custody. Guys, how terrible is Nandipha and whoever that she was conniving with to actually give this guy 1,100 just so he could be in this deep mess, guys. No, guys. Honestly, for this one, guys, I know, yeah, it's crime. What he did is crime. But honestly, the state should be lenient with this guy. That's just my opinion, guys. Let me know what your opinion is regarding this one, because I don't think this is fair. Even Matswara, guys, I'm shocked that he received 105,000 rands. Is that the money that he was? No, I don't believe so. I think Matswara could have received much bigger pays. Unless if he's been getting the money in bits and pieces. How did he afford to buy his T-Rock? You guys, for this man, the 1,100. This man should have asked me for this money, guys. I could have given him this money. Why should he be in trouble for these peanuts? You know, this kind of cases, like, guys, if you have to be in trouble with a matter like this one, at least let's talk millions, guys. Let's talk millions. Not these peanuts. Even for Matswara, guys, that's why I don't believe this. Because the lavish lifestyles that Matswara was living, it was more expensive. He could have blown this, like 100,000 in a day. He could have blown it. A week is enough to actually blow that 100,000 with the expenses that he was doing. Guys, some things are terribly sad. But as for the polo, yes, I understand. 2 million, 2.5 million. It's better money. But when you look at him, he looks like he's hungry, this guy. He looks like he's so broke, like he doesn't even have anything. And even right now, unless if he's the kind of a guy that's very careful with his expenses, I don't think he has blown that 2.5 from the way I'm looking at him. The spenders, you know them when you see them. Guys, Thabo is not a spender. Most probably that money is there. They've buried that money somewhere. Nandipa and her friends, guys, they are terrible people. I'm still so heartbroken by the fact that they paid this guy 1.1 rands. This is a serious insult, and honestly, that's why this guys, that's why they were caught like this. That's why everything that they tried to connect, guys, wasn't connecting. Because they didn't want to part with money. They didn't want to bless other people's hands. And as for Matswara, and guess, as I was just doing the story, I realized that this guy, Thabo, was promised 2.5, but he was paid 40,000. Did I really get that right? Yeah, I don't want to believe that's true, because right now, imagine going through all this hassle for that. Okay, guys, I'll see you on the next video, and guys, good night.